Okay, so the next set of problems, we are focusing totally on quadratic. So let me just give a quick overview. We have three different ways in which you can write your equation. We have standard form, which is normally what we will end up with, factor form, and vertex. Sometimes you can write your equation straight to standard form. Sometimes you can't, and you have to use factored or vertex. Again, it depends on what information is given to you. Now, we'll say with the way I'm providing the vertex in each of these is I'm highlighting. So if you see a highlighted ordered pair in a function table, that indicates the vertex. So let's look at this and see which of these we can use. We can use all three. So to use standard form, your x values have to be consecutive. These are not consecutive, -2 to 0 to 2. So I have some gaps. So I cannot use standard form. However, if they were consecutive and I was given the y-intercept like 0, 3, that's when you can use directly standard form. Now let's see what else is given. I have -2, 0, and I have 6, 0. These are my x-intercepts. So I could use factor form because my p is -2 and my q is 6, and I have other points I can use to find the a value. I'm also given the vertex. So my h is 2 and my k is 4. So I could use vertex form. And let me just back up and say this. The only time you can find your a value from your table is when you have been given your x values in consecutive order. That is the only time you can find your second difference, and then you would divide it by 2 to get your a value. So let's just use factor form on this one. Again, you could have used vertex form. So we could have different ways in which we end up with standard form. So I'm going to list out what I need. With factor form, you need an A, we need a P, and we need a Q. So the A we don't know, but we'll be able to find. My P is -2. I got that from here. And my Q is 6. I got that from here. Now, these two ordered pairs have already been used in my equation, so I can no longer use these. So let's fill in what we have. We have f of x equals a, and then x minus -2, so that turns into +2, and x minus 6. Now, we need a value to fill in for x and f of x. So I'm going to come over here and just choose another value. So I'm going to use 0, 3. So let's use a different color to indicate this. So I'm going to use 0, 3. So I'm going to plug in 0 for x and 3 for f of x. And now we're going to simplify the right side. I have a times 0 plus 2 times 0 minus 6. 2 times -6. And now we're going to solve. So we're dividing each side by -12. So my a value is -1/4. I'm going to put this all together. And I have -1/4, x plus 2, x minus 6. Now, to put it in standard form, we're going to multiply all the way across. First, I'm going to multiply my binomials. And now I'm going to combine like terms. Nice and neat and organized, okay? Now we're going to distribute our -1/4 to each term. When you're multiplying by a negative, of course, it changes everything to the opposite sign. Also, this is a unit fraction, which means my numerator is 1. So really, I could look at this as dividing by -4. So that's going to give me a positive 1x and a positive 3. So this is standard form. Number 5. Let's see what we've been given. I have the vertex right here. I have my 2 roots here and here. And these x values are consecutive, and I have the y-intercept. So because my x's are in consecutive order, least to greatest, and I have the y-intercept, I can go straight to standard form. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use standard form. So with standard form, we have an a value, a b value, and a c value. My c value is 6. So I'm using 0, 6, so I can't use it again. My a value is going to be the second difference divided by 2. So I'm going to write my formula. Your second difference divided by 2. So from 0 to 6 is plus 6. 6 to 8 is plus 2. 8 to 6 is going down 2. And 6 to 0 is going down 6. So that's your first difference. Now to find your second difference, 6 to 2 is down 4, 2 to negative 2 is down 4, and negative 2 to negative 6 is down 4. So I have negative 4 divided by 2, that gives me negative 2. So negative 2 is my A. So now I can fill in A with negative 2, C with 6, and then I'll pick a point to find my B value. Negative 2x squared plus b times x plus 6. Now I'm just going to pick a point. I can just pick this top one. Okay, it does not matter which point you choose. And I'm going to plug in 0 for f of x, negative 3 for x. Please use parentheses when plugging in. Negative 3 squared is 9. 9 times negative 2 is negative 18. B times negative 3 is negative 3b plus 6. I'm going to combine my like terms. And now I'm going to solve for b. And my b value is negative 4. Now we can put this all together. I have negative 2x squared minus 4x plus 6. So that is in standard form.